you live, and I'm here to invite you into my day because I want to interest you in a few new activities that you might not have ever participated in before all by yourself. We are still in quarantine, and I'm not exactly sure why. I do know, and I am praying. But I have to admit that one of the frustrations is that we're still in quarantine, and I didn't expect for us to be. I know you may be able to say the same. One of the reasons quarantine is so frustrating is because there are so many times where we feel lonely and bored. And I actually think that that is the perfect catalyst for change. I think it's the perfect opportunity for you to get to know who you are. There's a part in the third Colorfully Candid diary where Anya recognizes that her mom doesn't want her to date because she wants her to get to know her interests, talents, desires, goals, and dreams outside of the boy that she's interested in at the moment. And I think it's a really good advice. I think it's a really good plan. After all, I wrote the book. But I have to say that quarantine is that for us, because whether you can date or not, whether you have a husband or not, we all have time alone right now. Because even if there are others living in your home, even if your sister is your best friend, even if your brother is that dude, the one that you love hanging out with, we can only spend so much time together. I am here to invite you to learn how to spend time alone and enjoy it. Because other people will only add to your enjoyment. Other people will only add to your contentment. Other people will only add to your ability to celebrate yourself once you recognize those things. I love you, and I'd love to know what you think about this video and if there are any activities that you've chosen to try as a result of them. I'll talk with you soon. Can I take a minute to remind you of who you are? You are beautiful, you are precious, you are necessary, and you are loved. This world needs you to be healthy. You will feel so much better if you continue to take care of yourself during quarantine. There is no reason for the beauty treatments and the baths to end, because right now, I feel like someone just needs to be reminded to go take a shower. You will feel so much better if you remember to take care of yourself during this time. After all, you are worth the attention and the care when you're with your friends and when you're all by yourself. I've discovered that when I feel good about who I am, I'm a lot more fun to be around. This exfoliant I've made is one of my absolute favorites. It's made of sugar, honey, and oil, and it's cool because most of us have those things in our kitchens already. I added a little bit of lavender because I had it around the house, and the scent is really relaxing, but it's not necessary. The girls are always so surprised by how good their skin feels when we host spa activities with a Colorfully Candid paradigm, so you should try it. Be careful when you're washing it down the sink, and think about using the kitchen sink so you don't upset your parents and guardians. I'll add the recipe to the description box so you can try it if you're not allergic to the ingredients. The sugar granules help to get rid of the dead skin. The oil softens and moisturizes it, and the honey acts as an antibacterial to give your skin a glow as well. Lavender has been proven to help calm, relax, and ease stress, which is why I have it around the house. I've been talking to the girls in book club, and we have found all kinds of ways to play with pretty things that help us enjoy our space even more. Gardening is random, but it's really relaxing, and the flowers always brighten up my spaces. One of my favorite things to do when I was a teenager was go and clip the tulips in our backyard once they bloomed. My mom always gave me her permission, and it made me feel good to look at them when I brought them into the house. My aunt taught me that if you hang them upside down, they'll dry in the perfect form, and you can keep them for years if you like. Whether you're stringing lights, painting your bedroom a new color, or drawing a picture to add to the walls, have some fun brightening up your space. Some of our favorite restaurants are closed, and to be honest, it's not even that much fun to order from those that are still open since we can't sit inside anymore. Still, that doesn't have to stop us from enjoying our favorite snacks, meals, and drinks. I discovered I was spending way too much time at the coffee shops since I down at least one latte a day. And it doesn't matter if it's matcha, chai, or mocha because I love lattes. I had no choice but to learn how to make them myself, and I have to admit I make them better than Starbucks and Panera in my own opinion. You might too if you tried. Why don't you try making your own favorite snacks? Pinterest is amazing. I have a recipe for avocado egg rolls saved on my printer right now to try later this week. You never know how good you might be at cooking. When I was single, my favorite activity on a Friday night was to go to the grocery store, buy all of the ingredients I needed for a new recipe, and download or rent a new movie. Y'all know me, I'm a reader. The one thing I think is so much fun about reading is how imaginative you can become. You get to cast your characters as your best friends or create a new identity for yourself. I live through the characters I write about in the colorfully Candid diaries, and their lives make me laugh. If you've read one of my books, tell me which character is your favorite down below. I'm excited to let you in on a little secret I've been working on soon, so make sure that you're tuning in. Whether you're reading one of my books, another novel, a self-help book, or a book to teach you a new skill, develop your mind. Your future will thank you. I know it sounds cliche, but readers truly are leaders. You can learn about new places, new languages, and new skills in your books. You can even take a break and escape from your own life in your books. So hit me up if you need a suggestion or two. I love young adult fiction, and I got you. You know this. I know TikTok is crazy popular right now, but have you ever thought about having a dance party just to have a dance party? I have to shout out my girl Kayla, one of the girls in the Colorfully Candid book club, who told us she has a dance party every night because she inspires me to have fun, even when nobody's watching. Praising God can literally get rid of depression and sadness. Praise reminds us that we aren't alone and that Jesus is all around, that there is a God who is bigger than us, who has everything in control. I know we question his existence since there's so much pain and sadness in the world, but he gave us free will to make our own choices in his great love, and people don't always choose love. If God made us love him, it wouldn't really be love. But when we choose to love him freely from our own heart, we learn how to forgive those who've hurt us and become free from depression that tries to fill our space. Nehemiah 8:10 reminds us that the joy of the Lord is our strength. And I have to say, I always feel more loving, more understanding, and more grateful when I've spent some time dancing in his presence, even when I am offbeat. Now, if you want to explore any of these options or talk about the need for therapy, I'd like to invite you to message me. It's something that I include in my weekly routines, and it's incredibly helpful in depression as well. I want you to know that I love you, and I hope you try one of these activities. Bye.